Hello viewers, after a long time I am making this video. Today we are going to talk about introduction to business letters. Okay, after learning this lesson you should able to understand or what is a letter, what is the meaning and natures of business letter, function of business letters and kinds of business letters, essential of an effective business letters. If you want to learn what is communication, their types and barriers, watch my previous videos, you can understand it. Now in today's video we will speak about meaning and nature of business letters. Now, the business letters or correspondence reflect the mental side of commerce. If you are working in any commercial sector, there is a writing letter, drafting emails is very necessary. They are the essential part of communication industry, commerce, and are the fast moving messengers and ambassadors. They cost very little to get them duly prepared and mailed. They get no salary and demand no incentive bonus with the tremendous growth and improvements. So the writing successful business letters, it is both art also and craft also. For business writing a business letter you should learn some art, some techniques, some kind rules and regulation you have to remember. The reputation of a business depend in a large measures upon the quality of the letters. In organization have to draft some letters to some request, some kind of the suggestions, some kind of the sending quotation orders, they need a draft business letters. So the business correspondence may be termed as the respiratory system of unit concern. इसे हम respiratory system भी बोल सकते. It is a vital to success and survival in the business respiration in human existence. So this is how the business letters are important. And then in every business letter may be regarded as or exercise in selling. The business lesson represent a business house as a salesman do. The business letter may define as messages that attempt to influence in reader to make a action, attitude, desire about it. Now, what are the functions of business letters? What are the functions of business letters? Business letters are one of the means of communication in business. They open up a build business relation both national and international level. So there are some kinds of business letters also. बिजनेस के फंक्शन जो है टू हेल्प टू अवॉइड द वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम रिस्क इन्वॉल्व इन पर्सनल इंटरव्यू वेयर एज द सेंडिंग लेटर्स इज better. But nowadays there is a less use of letter writing. Instead of it we have number of things. Now what are the kinds of business letters? Business letters may be classified in many ways. There are the letter of inquiries, letter carrying the quotations and offers, letters placing orders, confirmation, execution or refusal letters, cancelling of order letters, letters placing the orders, and then the claim complaints letters, adjustment letters, circular letters, sales letters, follow-up letters, banking letters, insurance letters, etc. There are the near about 18 kind of the letter writing. You will be learning the techniques of writing letter, their content lesson as follows. Now what is essential of business letters? For business letter writing, which things are necessary? Writing a business letters entire a different task from writing letter to a friend or a relative. When you are drafting a letter to your friend, to your beloved, to your family relatives, it is a different part, and the business letter is entirely different from the फॉर्मल इनफॉर्मल लेटर. सो बिजनेस लेटर कम्स अंडर द फॉर्मल लेटर. जो आप अपने रिलेटिव को, आपके फ्रेंड्स को जो लेटर लिखते, इट इज़ अ डिफरेंट टास्क, एंड द राइटिंग बिजनेस लेटर इट इज़ अ डिफरेंट टास्क. देर इज़ अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द two types of the letter. First letter is a formal and informal. Informal letter which is written to our family members, our friend, etc. And formal is a kind of a business letters. Okay. Then while writing a letter, there are some things are necessary, but the business letters are as I said different. So avoid the time or to minimize the waste in type of business communication. There is a to the point. There are some essential things in business letter. Business letter आप जब ड्राफ्ट करते तो उसमें प्रिटेंसेंसी होना चाहिए, courtesy होनी चाहिए, brevity होनी चाहिए, clarity होनी चाहिए. Now पर्टिसेंसी मीन्स दैट द लेटर शुड बी फिट एंड रिलेवेंट. अब जो भी बिजनेस लेटर ड्राफ्ट करते हैं वो फिट होना चाहिए, रिलेवेंट होना चाहिए, सिक्योर पर्पज ऑफ विच हैज़ बीन रिटन. जिस पर्पज़ के लिए आप लेटर ड्राफ्ट कर रहे हैं वही सब चीज़ें उसमें होनी चाहिए. अननेसेसरी और वेस्टेज डाटा इज नॉट इंक्लूडेड इन सच अ लेटर्स. इट मस्ट बी डू टू द पॉइंट. इट इंश्योर्स द essential requirement through the knowledge of subject matter. According to the subject matter, letter should be draft as well as good command over the language in minimum kind of the words. All unnecessary and round about the expression over exaggerated statement should be avoided there. And all thoughtless and stereotyped writing should be shunned. This is only achieved when the follow is motto: think before you write. The later written before contain not only pertinent information but also should be complete in all respect. So pertinency, it is the first way that you should complete. Second is that courtesy. The tone of writing letter should be or such that receiver is not offended on reading it. This is to be ensured by keeping the tone of letter is courteous, polite. Your language of writing letter is should be polite. For example, a wise correspondent will always call the mistake of third party that omission not as error. He will not use the word wrongly spent but inadvertently sent. We will not declare statement to be wrong but will be simple state. It does not correspond to the fact. Another important after the courtesy is that brevity. Brevity means being concise. A business letter must be necessarily brief और कंसाइज. अब जो भी बिजनेस लेटर ड्राफ्ट कर रहे हैं वो ब्रीफ होना चाहिए बट कंसाइज होना चाहिए. ब्रीविटी इज़ नॉट ओनली द सोल ऑफ विट, इट इज़ ऑल्सो द सोल ऑफ बिजनेस लेटर. अ शॉर्ट एंड कंसाइज वे ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन इज़ वेरी इसेंशियल इन राइटिंग बिजनेस लेटर. जैसे आप कोई फैमिली लेटर लिखते हैं तो उसमें आपके इमोशंस वगैरह आप इलेबरेटली लिख सकते हैं, बट व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग अ बिजनेस लेटर इट शुड बी इन अ मिनिमम वेज, it should be compressed in a brief way or concise way. A short concise way of expression is essential in the business letter. The shorten, do not repeat phrases, avoid the not necessary words, don't qualify your statement with the relevant things, beware of that round out phrases, maybe the complex phrases you should be erased from it. And then brevity should not be confused with the length of the letter. It is the length of the letter is not maybe measured by line or the pages, but whatever you want to say, try to say in a concise manner. A two-page letter may be seem short while a one-page letter may be too long. There are only two tests for telling the letter is two. That does the letter may more than need be said, or does the letter take too many words to it. Using instead of using too many words in the letter, you should try to put your things, put your try to convey the person in a minimum words, which is known as a brevity. Then clarity. Later are written to convey the receiver to intention of writer. They must be understood and not misunderstood. जो भी आप लेटर लिख रहे हैं वो शुड बी अंडरस्टूड होना चाहिए, मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग ना हो उससे. सो क्लियरिटी शुड बी मेंशन इन द राइटिंग लेटर. तो हम जो ये क्लियरिटी पार्ट देखेंगे तो आपके राइटिंग में क्या होना चाहिए, क्लियरिटी होना चाहिए. देयर इज़ नॉट मिस इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ योर लेटर, देयर इज़ नो मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ योर लेटर. सो try to convey the complete thing with the exact meaning with the using exact phrases and words. And the business letter reflects the mental side of a commerce. The business letter may be defined as message to the other person. Business letter have several functions to perform. That is why while drafting a letter you should keep in mind all these things that essential, that pertinency, courtesy, brevity and clarity. Thanks for watching me. Thank you.